Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the video that finished in first place on the Patreon poll of the week. Lord of the Lost with another song from their Weapons of Mass Seduction, a cover of Roxette, The Look. Alright, I believe Chris is a huge Roxette fan. Good for him. I used to be somewhat of a fan back in the day. I know the song, I know the original. Have you ever heard the song? She's got the look, she's got the look.
Yeah, okay.
You know that song?
Yeah.
Okay, that's this. Featuring Blümchen.
Blümchen.
She's got this look. Das look. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Juvenile scam, never was a quitter, tasty like a raindrop. She's got the look, heavenly bound. Cause heaven's got a number when she's spinning me around. Kissing is a color, loving is a wild dog. She's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la. She's got the look. Fire in the eyes, make it to the T-bone is a lover's disguise. Banging on the head drum, shaking like a mad bull. She's got the look. Swaying to the band, moving like a hammer, she's a miracle man. Loving is the ocean, kissing is the wet sand. She's got the look. 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 What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la. She's got the look. She's a juvenile scam, never was a quitter, tasty like a raindrop. She's got the look. She goes.
Man, that fanny pack is absolutely gold. Oh, what's going on? it say? Don't bore us, get to the chorus. All right.
A lot of people, when they listen to metalcore,
They say that, yeah, but these guys are not metalcore. You know, the other day I was I was feeling the need to learn a little bit more about Lord of the Lost, so I went on their Wikipedia page.
instead of just asking Chris.
When I talked to him. Yeah, why go to the source when you can go to Wikipedia? That's what I say. So anyhow,
Why ask a doctor what's wrong with me when I can just go on Google and find out I have cancer?
no, you go to Medical MD.
No, you go on Google.
type your symptoms.
Go on Google and it's like, my face hurts, my body hurts. What's wrong with me?
Listen, my dad back in the
It's
80s,
lymphoma.
my dad back in the 80s had a book where, like, you try to discover if you have a disease. So it's like, does your throat hurt? Yes or no? And then depending on which one you would choose, you would
It's
go
like
to
Mad Libs.
yeah, you would go into another thing. You would go into the other
It's like
thing.
Mad Libs.
So you
Yeah,
say
you're like-
yes. Okay, then you would look down. It's like, do you also have fever? Yes or no? And then at the end it would tell you the disease. I'll tell you. I don't know how many times I had prostate cancer. I don't know how many times I had fucking cancer. Anyhow, moving on from that, I went to Wikipedia, and I didn't know that when the band started, it was a solo project. It was called, originally was going to be called the Lord. But because of some copyright stuff, because there's Lordy and whatever, then he went with Lord of the Lost. But it was a solo project when the band got started. I didn't know that. And the reason I'm bringing this up is, who doesn't want to be in a band that has this much fun together?
Exactly.
Like, who doesn't want to be in that band where you can just do, like, there's no limit, all right? Like, it's not like you're bounded by certain criterias that you can only dress this way, you can only look this way, we can only make certain type of music, your hair has to be in this kind of way. No. When it comes to Lord of the Lost,
It's just
the
about
world
having
is your
fun.
canvas. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just go anywhere you want to go. The video starts looking like a Turmion Catilot video, and then it goes into Aqua, which I thought was really cool. Really cool. You know? One is somewhat not like the other, but
him with the pigtails. That was funny as fuck.
that, the fanny pack,
The fanny pack, the shirt that's like a little bit frilly and it kind of like crops here.
that's totally cool. It was back in the day, that was cool. That was the look. The look, that was the look, you know what I mean? I grew up in the 80s. I was born in the 70s. I grew up in the 80s and in the 90s. I think I saw my brother wearing this kind of shit throughout the house, like, for most of my youngling
Maybe not the
years.
pigtails. Maybe not the pigtails.
No, he had
He had a mullet.
he had a mullet. For him, it was all business in the front and party at the back.
So he had a mullet, and then he had the what's it called?
And he had a beard.
He had a beard.
It
a
looked
mullet.
like if Jesus had a mullet.
If Jesus was born in the if Jesus grew up in the 80s.
If Jesus grew up in the 80s, he would look like my brother. My brother, he was ahead of his time. But see, my brother listened to, like, Culture Club, Bronski Beat. Like, he listened to, like, bands that these guys are also fans of and plays,
Yeah.
like Depeche Mode and Fine Young Cannibals.
but
Who doesn't like Fine Young Cannibals? And
Johnny.
and Simple
remind me.
Minds,
Dude.
and what's the other one?
Midnight Oil.
No. That's
that?
Midnight Oil. That's the name of the. Is that the song's name?
No, Midnight Oil is the band.
Oh, Midnight. But those are the Aussie guys.
This is the Aussie guys.
That's the Aussie guys.
Different.
No, I'm talking about the other British guys.
Sting?
No, that was called the Police. Sting is the singer. No, I'm talking about the other guys that had Pet Shop Boys. My brother was a big fan. I feel like there's a theme with some of these bands. But anyhow, he was a big... So I grew up listening to Duran Duran. I grew up listening to all of that shit at home. Like, before I developed my taste into metal, I was, as a kid growing up with parents who don't listen to heavy music, hard rock, nothing like that. My brother didn't listen to any like that. Before I developed a taste into metal, Queen, that's what my brother played at home. That's what I listened. I'm 10 years younger. So I grew up with somebody who's 10 years older than me, listening to what was really popular, like Devo, like Whip Me Good, all of that shit. So that's what I grew up listening to. Did I like it? I didn't have really a defined taste at that
You didn't
point.
have a choice either.
That's what I was listening around the house. It was like, okay, whatever. Like, some of the stuff I do like. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that if the Pet Shop Boys came to Toronto and the tickets were not like the price of a kidney, I wouldn't go. Of course I would go. Like, I just because I listen to metal doesn't mean I can't enjoy that kind of shit.
Dude, my Spotify rap this year was crazy.
So when I listen to this stuff and I see them having this kind of like video and whatever, I applaud these guys because it must be an absolute blast to be completely free creatively, to go and do whatever it is that you guys want to do, dress the way you want to dress, just be completely free, something that it was also like it's interesting because you didn't grow up in that time, obviously, but at that time people dressed like that. People would do like the earrings and things like that. It was almost a rebellious thing. You wanted to go against the system.
Now it's just more of like.
Now it's more of an expression of who you are.
I mean, I got the nails, I got the earrings.
Yeah, but now it's more of an expression of who you are. You're not doing out of rebellion.
No.
Back then,
you're doing it because you can too.
Like my brother with his mullet and his beard, and then a cross as an earring, like he was George Michael.
No, like he was Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yes, yeah.
He probably looked more like Dog.
I was going for George Michael, but I think Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Dog, he probably looked exactly like the same tone of skin.
Oh yeah,
beard.
Yeah,
brown mullet.
Story checks out.
All he needed the sunglasses and the cross.
No, he had the cross.
Look, I know exactly.
But my parents wouldn't allow him to pierce his ear, so he had a clip on.
Oh really?
Clip on.
I am the dog, big bad dog, the bounty hunter.
So anyhow. I feel like growing up at that time, seeing him doing what he was doing, that visual identity that you had, and I'm not saying it wasn't your identity the way it is a lot of people's identities now, but to me, I could be completely wrong, but as a kid growing up, seeing that in my house and seeing that with his group of friends, it honestly felt more like the middle finger to the parents, the middle finger to the institutions. It felt more like, I'm going to dress as crazy as I can because I want to be rebellious. I want to be different. I want to shock people. I think there was a lot of that at that time. Even in rock and roll. Like, look at Ozzy Osbourne biting the head off the back. There was that shock value. Look at Alice Cooper, for example. Yeah. There was a lot of shock value. Like, shock rock was a big thing around that time, too. So there was a lot of that. But these guys, it's not about the shock. These guys, even though they're bringing these songs from that time period, these guys are about the fun and experimenting and being who they are and just having a great time. I love that. I applaud that. And I think they're doing a marvelous job. They're not...
And I think they're not doing enough covers, to be honest with you. I mean, an album...
By the way, Chris doesn't know... Q Lazarus, Goodbye Horses. He never heard of
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He
said for me to send him a link, which I haven't done yet, but I will.
Send him a link of that. Send him the Fine Young Cannibal song, Johnny.
Oh, fuck. That would be a great cover for them.
Sorry. Won't you come on over? We're worried. Won't you come on? What is wrong
in my life? I must get drunk every night. Johnny. We're sorry.
Dude, what this video has done to me, like us reacting and just talking, I gotta listen to that when I get in the car later. I gotta listen to some Q Lazarus when I get in the car later. And the fucking talking about Ozzy Osbourne just keeps reminding me of all the amazing clips with him being like,
Sharon!
No, it's... Someone came into my room and stole my beers. Oh, who's the beer thief? It's you, isn't it? You're the beer thief. And he's like standing there like lagging in real life,
like the circle of death.
Someone stole my beer from my nightstand. No, honey, it was you. You're the beer thief. It's so funny. I love watching Ozzy Osbourne like clips because this guy is just out of it. Especially even when he like
even when he was not, he was out of it.
Like even he went on a show that she's on. Like she does this show. I don't remember what it's called.
Was The View or whatever?
Something like that. And he came.
Sharon, you mean?
Sharon, yeah. And he came to give her flowers for I guess it was like their anniversary or.
Oh, of him cheating on her with a nanny.
Oh, when the hell did that happen?
I don't even know how did that happen. Like, how did he have the mindset?
But I bet you she forgave him because she's like, he doesn't even remember. Like, you can't blame the guy if he doesn't remember it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's almost like she took advantage of him.
I was thinking about that. I didn't want to go there, but I was thinking about that.
Yeah, man. Dude, he's even when he's sober, he's still like fucked.
Yeah, that's true. But what does that have to do with this?
Everything, to be honest with you, everything. So we got
nothing. I would say.
So Q Lazarus.
Yeah, I'll send him that. Fine Young Cannibals, Johnny.
And then some Chris Isaac.
I feel like he knows Chris Isaac.
Oh, but send it anyways. Chris Harms, Chris Isaac. I think it has to happen.
Blue Hotel.
Yeah, I mean, the easy way out is doing. The easy way out is doing. What's
Wicked
it called?
Games.
Everyone's
done that.
But I want to hear the deep voice with Blue Hotel.
I think Blue Hotel would be way better for these guys. way better.
And then the
Wicked
music
Games,
video,
everybody's
and
done
then
that.
the music video, they can all wear their fucking like Hawaiian t-shirts if they want, because whenever I think of that song, I think of North Shore.
No, they can wear and they could be at a motel instead of a hotel.
Oh, Blue Motel. That's a Weird Al cover.
And they can do like they can
Blue
be like
Motel.
the guy who cleans the pool, the guy who fixes the rooms.
Off
Everybody
of
can be different.
Route 666. Blue Motel.
By the way, for you to do that, I talked to him about the covers. By the way, guys, go check out the interview with me and Chris. It's really good. He's in his car. It's very romantic because it's in the dark. It has a little bit of an ambiance to it. Go check it out. I asked him about that. Like, when you do covers, like, do you have to pay royalties? Like, how does it work? So if you do a cover like this one, which was pretty much just like their version of the original song, but the lyrics don't change, the melodies don't change. That you don't have to get permission. You can do it, and then the people who wrote the original song get 50% of whatever they get 50% for performing the song, and the original band gets 50% for, or not the original band, but whoever wrote the song gets 50% for.
But if you make a parody, I have to ask.
You have to get permission for a parody, or if you change the lyrics on, like, even if you change like one line, if you change the lyrics, or if you change, like, let's say you add a solo, or you change a melody, or whatever, then you have to get permission to do it.
Okay, but dude, Blue Hotel, just do it, man.
But do the video in a motel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like, fuck.
But don't do the Weird Al. Weird Al should have done that a long time ago. Fucking.
I feel like Chris Isaac
Blue Motel.
it's too classy for Weird Al.
What, Blue Motel?
It's too classy for him.
Who's
the guy who sings this song?
Interstate.
You're beautiful.
Oh.
You're beautiful.
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about? You're beautiful.
Yeah, I know
That's true.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I saw you on the subway with another guy.
I saw your
but now
face.
I'm in the crowded place.
And I don't know
where you are. Whatever. Anyways, you know that guy?
That's me, my Aussie now.
He didn't let Weird Al do a parody of his song.
Really?
He completely blue balled the guy. Him and his label, Atlantic Records or whatever the fuck. Can you believe that? What the fuck, dude? In the video, you take your shirt off, all you see is nipples, and then you jump into the water without even throwing a rock first to break the barrier there so that the water becomes softer. That's what you need to do when you jump from a high place. Did you know that?
What? To make sure the water is softer, you have to drop the rock first, right?
Yeah, or something heavy.
Yeah.
To create ripples so that
I didn't know that was the reason. I just knew everyone does that. Well, at least the videos I see with people jumping off cliffs.
You have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the impact in the water is like falling on concrete. It's not really water because the water is stagnant and it's like you're hitting concrete. So you throw something heavy, whatever, rock, a brick, another person, whatever. You throw something heavy.
That's why.
So it breaks the surface. It creates the ripples. Then you jump into that ripple.
That's why when you jump into a pool like that's just been sitting there, it hurts more than the second time you jump in.
Yeah, if I jump in front of you and I create the ripple and you come after me, you can even jump from a higher. It's different. It's different. There's a different impact. Okay.
Science.
All right.
Anyways, This
was a fucking good song, though.
This was a really good song. But
the video, it's like the video is even better than the song.
True.
And you know what I like? In the original, I think this is key. In the original, you have the singer is a woman. I can't remember her name. She used to have like blonde short hair.
Who didn't?
No, but she looked like a much cooler version of
Cyndi Lauper.
Fuck, Cyndi Lauper didn't have short blonde hair.
No,
she had like fucking
cooler version of.
No, she had like fucking colored hair and shit like that. You know, it was. Dude, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. Every woman in the 80s.
Ellen, she looked like Ellen, but
Ellen?
Yeah, but cooler. So
like Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah, something like that. She was the Megan Rapinoe of her time. So, anyways, it was her, and then the guitar player was a dude that had a fucking gorgeous beard and like flawless hair. Anyways, and in the original, if I remember correctly, the chorus is sung by her, and the "She's Got the Look" is him doing the backing vocals to her vocals. Oh. And here they went the reverse. Yeah. Him singing and then her with the backing vocals, which I thought was a beautiful touch. You're beautiful. That's true.
I could just imagine them doing Fine Young Cannibals and them dancing like they have no rhythm, just like in the music video.
Like white people.
Dude, everyone in that music video, I gotta say, that's one of the funniest...
By the way, that video, there's also some people who are not white.
Who also don't know how to dance.
Because they've been hanging out with the white people.
With the white people, it's too much influence.
Like... My mother always said when I was a kid, if you walk with a person with a limp, after 3 days, you develop a limp.
Yeah,
that's sure. That's why all my friends didn't have a limp. I was always afraid of that.
It's funny because this is a true story. Before we end it off,
that's why the rappers walk with a limp.
No. The true story before we end this off. So in Canada, there's a guy named Terry Fox, and in September.
Okay, I'm honest.
in
Let
September.
me sit back to see where this
So
one is
Terry
going.
Fox, if you don't know what happened, he had cancer in his leg. They amputated the leg, and then he ran across.
Eventually, ended up dying from
Ended
cancer
up
because it
dying from
spread
the
out.
cancer because it spread out. But his goal was to run across Canada.
Create awareness.
He didn't make it to Thunder Bay. That was where he had to make it.
Yeah, but it was to create. You have to explain. This is before the internet. He was trying to create awareness
For cancer.
So he was in the news. So he was like almost like Forrest Gump. You know, when Forrest Gump
Yeah,
goes on
yeah,
that
yeah.
run in the movie. It was kind of like that. His plan was he was the original.
Yeah.
He was trying to. His idea was to run across Canada to create awareness for people to donate for cancer research and all of this stuff.
Exactly. And
when he was running, he already had the leg amputated.
Yeah,
it's not like he was running before the amputation.
He had to learn how to run with the leg, so he hopped when he ran.
Because he had that metal leg.
Because the leg was shit. It was like how George Washington's teeth was like fucking lead and slave teeth.
Enslaved teeth. Oh,
that we learned recently.
Yeah. I know, that was gross.
Yeah, like it's a piece of shit.
No wonder he never smiled in pictures.
Yeah, and when he bent the leg, it was like a rubber band. Too.
Yeah, it was not like fucking Pretorius where you look like the Blade Runner. It wasn't like that.
Those are actually like running blades. That's what it's called, like running blades with those new legs.
It was like one fucking stiff leg.
It was stiff. He had the Adidas shoe.
There was no WD-40 on the knee, nothing.
No, he had the Adidas shoe and everything. We actually have it's not in this
we have a statue.
But we have a statue that apparently he actually like held or something. There was some story behind that statue.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's fake news. But anyways.
No, I believe it's true.
Okay.
Anyways, so that's the backstory. Now, this makes everyone sound terrible.
Okay, hurry up.
But for elementary schools and high schools, we do the Terry Fox walk, which is we walk a certain distance in remembrance, and then we raise money, right?
Just trying to see how this has anything to do with this.
So in high school and in elementary school, a lot of the guys and girls, just because they thought it was funny, and we all knew how he ran, would mimic his run instead of running or walking normally.
Actually, I don't think that's
they ran.
But I don't think that's offensive though. I actually think that's kind of like. I mean, I don't know. You guys probably were doing it as a joke, but what I'm saying,
they definitely it was done as is in.
Which is not a funny joke.
It's not a funny joke, and
unless you're into dark comedy, then.
And listen, I will not lie. I partaked in it once because that was the only year I even did the run. Because the rest, I realized that I could just skip the day of school, so I started doing that. But
with a guy with a body like this, you're not known for running.
True. Anyways. So yeah, Sunday. I know it was terrible, but like I said, 1 year never happened again. Because I also didn't go, but I saw videos of friends doing it. And
karma's a bitch, man.
Dude, I know. Honestly, I know, and I regret it because that was also I think it was in the only year I participated. I was in grade 3. So I was also.
You guys were young.
I'm young, but the problem is I have videos of guys 3 years ago doing it.
Okay, that's not right.
So it's different. It's different, and so they would mimic the run. Now,
I mean, it's not like you're making fun of a British accent.
It's historically accurate running like that. Technically.
No, okay, but if you were doing it with that purpose, it's a different
story.
Different.
That was not the purpose.
Okay. What does that have to do with Lord of the Lost and She's Got the Look, or the Look, I should say?
I don't remember. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
There was something
just
about...
because I said if you have a limp, you...
Yeah, okay. So basically, what would happen is they would do it for the run, but then the next day, they would walk with the same hop.
Because they did it for so long,
because they did it for the whole run.
Your brain gets trained to walk
So for the next day, I would notice some guys are limping. And I'm like, did you hurt yourself? And it's like, no, I'm still going. But then after a couple of days, it would wear off.
Oh my god!
It would wear off. But some dude.
This is like meth acting,
dude. But it was always funny to me because I'd walk in and it would be the day after the run,
and you could always tell.
And I could always tell who was doing it. I could always tell who was the fuckers doing it because I knew for a fact. Limpy over there. I know you were doing it. Oh fuck. So yeah, that's where we were going with this. Yeah, and you're right about that because I saw it afterwards. Like even right after, like. I would go hang out with a friend who was there and whatever, and I've noticed like dude, he has a pep in his step for all the wrong reasons. Karma's a bitch.
We should have ended this video like 10 minutes ago.
No, I think we're teaching Canadian history while also showing that children and young adults of today
don't have any respect.
That's
the bottom line. Because we said so.
All I can say is at least I did it when I was younger, and I found...
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
Well, I was in grade 3. I don't think I was full of anything.
No, well, hopefully not. I mean, you were going to a Catholic school.
Oh, fuck.
Let's just put that out there.
Oh.
All right, on that note, guys, we're done for this video. We'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.